episode. I don't want to speak too loud, but we don't know how this is going to go at all. Now Benjamin begat Bela, his firstborn, Ashbel the second, and Ahara the third, Noah the fourth, and Rapha the fifth. And the sons of Bela were Adar and Gera and Abihud, and Abishua and Naaman and Ahua, and Gera and Shephuthah and Huram. And these are the sons of Ehud. These are the heads of the fathers of the inhabitants of Geba, and they removed them to Manahath. And Naaman and Ahia and Gera, he removed them and begat Uzzah and Ahihud. And Shaharam begat children in the country of Moab, after he had sent them away. Husham and Beera were his wives. And he begat of Hodesh his wife Jobab and Zibiah, and Mesha and Malchim, and Jos, and Shachia, and Mirma. These were his sons, heads of the fathers. And of Husham he begat Abitub. There are two. There's Ahitub and Abitub, and Eliphal, Elpaal. The sons of Elpaal, Eber, and Misham, and Shem. I'm trying not to just say shamed like I said shamer, but is that how you say it? Is the real question. Shemid? Is that a little spice in there? Shemid, who built Ono and Lod with the towns thereof, Beriah also and Shema, who were heads of the fathers of the inhabitants of Aijalon, who drove away the inhabitants of Gath, and Ahio, Shashak, and Jeremoth, and Zebediah, and Arad, and Adar, and Michael, and Ispa, and Meshullam, and Hezekiah, and Michael, and Ispa, and Johad, the sons of Beriah, and Zebediah, and Meshullam, and Hezekiah, and Heber, Ishmerai also, and Jezliah, and Jobab, the sons of Elpaal, and Jocham, and Zitri, and Zabdi, and Elianai, and Zilthai, and Eliel, and Adaiah, and Beriah, and Shemrath, the sons of Shimhi, and Ishpan, and Heber, and Eliel, and Abdon, and Zitri, and Hanan, and Hananiah, and Elam, and Antothijah, and oh Lord have mercy, and Ephedi, oh Lord, okay, we'll start this over, and Iphedia, sounds right. Sorry, if I have the phone actually facing me, the cord underneath, I feel like it's putting a little bit of stress on it, the way I'm holding it, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword right now. I feel like I say that a lot, because my life is a double-edged sword. And Iphidiah and Peniel, the sons of Shashak, and Shamsharai, and Shehariah, and Athaliah, and Jarisiah, and Eliah, and Zitri, the sons of Jeroham. These were heads of the fathers by their generations, chief men. These dwelt in Jerusalem. And at Gibeon dwelt the father of Gibeon, whose wife's name was Maachah, and his firstborn son Abdon, and Zur, and Kish, and Baal, and Nadab, and Gedor, and Ahio, and Zachar. And Mikloth begat Shemaiah, and these also dwelt with their brethren in Jerusalem over against them. And Ner begat Kish, and Kish begat Saul, and Saul begat Jonathan, and Malchishua, and Abinadab, and Eshbaal. And the son of and the son of Jonathan, Joster, was Merbaal, and Merbaal begat Micah. And the sons of Micah were Python. No, it could be Python, but Pi is Pi, but Py is Python. Python, and Melech, and Tariah, and Ahaz. And Ahaz begat Jehoda, and Jehoda begat Alameth, and Asmaveth, and Zimri begat Moza. And Moza begat Benaiah. Rapha was his son, Eliasah his son, Azel his son. And Azel had 6 sons, whose names are these: Azrikam, Bacharu, and Ishmael, and Sheariah, 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 Sheariah. We're not gonna get stuck on that. And Obadiah, mess up a name that we do know. Obadiah and Hanan. All these were the sons of Azel. And the sons of Eshek his brother were Ulam his firstborn, Jehush the second, and Eliphalet the third. And the sons of Ulam were mighty men of valor, archers, and had many sons, 150. All these are of the sons of Benjamin. Let's see what they got. I was gonna say, not a daggone thing. I don't care about this, especially because it's not doing anything. If born of God, I have power to overcome all that is not of God. True. So all Israel were reckoned by genealogies, and behold, they were written in the book of the kings of Israel and Judah, who were carried away to Babylon for their transgression. Side note, but all things really are of God. Mind boggle. So all Israel were reckoned by genealogies, and behold, they were written in the book of the kings of Israel and Judah, who were carried away to Babylon for their transgression. Now the first inhabitants that dwelt in their possessions in their cities were the Israelites, the priests, Levites, and the Nethinims. And in Jerusalem dwelt of the children of Judah, and of the children of Benjamin, and of the children of Ephraim and Manasseh, Uthai the son of Ammihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Bani, of the children of Pharez, the son of Judah, and of the Shilonites, Asahiah the firstborn and his sons, and of the sons of Zerah, Joel and their brethren, 690, and the sons of Benjamin, Salu, the son of Meshullam, the son of Hadaviah, the son of Hasanua, and Ibneiah, the son of Jerahim, and Elah, the son of Uzi, the son of Mitri. I think that's spelled different. Mitri, and Meshullam, the son of Shephathiah, the son of Rul, the son of Ibnijah, and their brethren according to their generations, 956. All these men were chief of the fathers in the house of their fathers. And of the priests, Jediah, and Jehoiarib, and Jachin, and Boaz, redundant, and Azariah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Marioth, the son of Ahitub, the ruler of the house of God, and Adaiah, the son of Jerahim, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, and Masai, the son of Adiel, the son of Jahzerah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshillemith, the son of Emer, and their brethren, heads of the house of their fathers, 1,760, very able men for the work of the service of the house of God. And of the Levites, Shemaiah the son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, of the sons of Merari, and Bakbakar, Harish, and Galal, and Mattaniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zitri, the son of Asaph. Yeah. And Obadiah, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, the son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, that dwelt in the villages of the of the Netophathites. And the porters were Shallum and Akub and Talmon and Ahiman and their brethren. Shallum was the chief, who hitherto was. Oh, let's try that. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, that's better. That's way better. We'll put a book under our hand. Let me tighten this. Maybe it'll stop falling. Close enough. And the porters were Shallum and Akub and Talmon and Ahiman and their brethren. Shallum was the chief, who hitherto waited in the king's gate eastward. They were porters in the companies of the children of Levi. And Shallum the son of Korah, the son of Abiasaph, the son of Korah, and his brethren, of the house of his father the Korahites. I'm just thinking about, isn't there like a tribe called the Korathites? Are they different? Are they the same? Did they get renamed? Confused? Were over the work of the service, keepers of the gates of the tabernacle, and their fathers, being over the host of the Lord, were keepers of the entry. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar, no, that's spelled different. Eleazar was the ruler over them in time past, and the Lord was with him. And Zechariah the son of Meshelemiah was porter of the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. All these which were chosen to be porters in the gates were 200. I'm sorry, my hand is hurting. So, like, it just decided to do whatever it wanted, apparently. All these which were chosen to be porters in the gates were 212. These were reckoned by their genealogy in their villages, whom David and Samuel the seer did ordain in their set office. So they and their children had the oversight of the gates of the house of the Lord, namely the house of the tabernacle by wards. And 4 quarters were the porters toward the east, west, north, and south. And their brethren which were in their villages were to come after 7 days from time to time with them. For these Levites, the 4 chief porters, were in their set office and were over the chambers and treasuries of the house of God. And they lodged round about the house of God, because the charge was upon them. And the opening thereof every morning pertained to them. And certain of them had the charge of the ministering vessels, that they should bring them in and out by tale. Some of them also were appointed to oversee the vessels and all the instruments of the sanctuary, and the fine flour, and the wine, and the oil, and the frankincense, and the spices. Some of the sons of the priests made the ointment of the spices in Mattathiah. One of the Levites was the firstborn of Shallum the Korahite, had the set office over the things that were made in the pans. And other of their brethren of the sons of the Kohathites were over the shewbread to prepare it every Sabbath. And these are the singers, chief of the fathers of the Levites, who remaining in the chambers were free, for they were employed in that work day and night. These chief fathers of the Levites were chief throughout their generations. These dwelt at Jerusalem. And in Gibeon dwelt the father of Gibeon, Jehiel, whose wife was no, whose wife's name was Maachah. Why we keep bringing this up? The only reason I remember her name is because I always think of matcha, like matcha, and I make a joke about it every single time, and it's funny to me because that's what I like. So, my goodness. And his firstborn son, Abdon, then Zor, and Kish, and Baal, and Ner, and Nadab, and Gedor, and Ahio, and Zechariah, and Mikloth. And Mikloth begat Shemim, and they also dwelt with their brethren at Jerusalem over against their brethren. And Ner begat Kish, and Kish begat Saul, and Saul begat Jonathan, and Malchishua, and Abinadab, and Eshbaal. And the son of Jonathan was Merib-Baal, and Merib-Baal begat Micah. And the sons of Micah were Pithon, and Melech, and Tariah, and Ahaz. And Ahaz begat Jarah, and Jarah begat Alameth, and Asmaveth, and Simri begat Mazah. And Mazah begat Benaiah, and Raphael, that's close. Raphael his son, Eleasah his son, Azel his son, and Azel had 6 sons whose names. Alright, we just made that part up apparently. And Azel had 6 sons whose names are these: Azrikam, Bacheru, and Ishmael, and Shariah, and Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel. When you can't breathe, it's so much different in how you say anything, literally. That's how I'm feeling right now. Because if I speak with like the full expression of my mouth, my mask like starts slipping down. So I have to like speak differently. I can't show you because I know I have to like, because it's on my face. But, and then like that takes a lot out of my life. Not in a bad way. It's kind of just like that when I have to speak with this mask on. So, if anything, the mask itself is something that I don't care for. I don't like to speak about things that don't exist. So, yeah. And I know that contradicts what I normally say, but that specifically doesn't exist in my world because of my overall beliefs. But anyway, and I will speak about that. I just don't like to like talk about it for no reason. So, but yeah, no, the mask itself is really messing up how I would like to speak because I would like to read a lot faster. And I don't have to like dwell on every name because I gotta really sound it out and take my time. Oh yeah, if you sneeze in the room with me, just know I said bless you if I heard you, even if you don't hear me. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines and fell down slain in Mount Gibeah. And the Philistines followed hard after Saul and after his sons, and the Philistines slew Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. And the battle went sore against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was wounded of the archers. Then said Saul to his armor-bearer, Draw thy sword and thrust me through therewith, lest these uncircumcised come and abuse me. But his armor-bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. So Saul took a sword and fell upon it. And when his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell likewise on the sword and died. So Saul died, and his 3 sons, and all his house died together. And when all the men of Israel that were in the valley saw that they fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, then they forsook their cities and fled. And the Philistines came and dwelt in them. And it came to pass on the morrow, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his sons be fallen in Mount Gilboa. And when they had stripped him, they took his head and his armor, and sent into the land of the Philistines round about to carry tidings unto their idols and to the people. And they put his armor in the house of their gods, and fastened his head in the temple of Dagon. And when all Jabesh Gilead heard that the Philistines had done to Saul, they arose, all the valiant men, and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons, and brought them to Jabesh, and buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh, and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his transgression which he committed against the Lord, even against the word of the Lord which he kept not, and also for asking counsel of one that had a familiar spirit to inquire of it, and inquired not of the Lord. Therefore he slew him, and turned the kingdom unto David the son of Jesse. Amen. I'm glad that, okay, that feeling of when I saw the little green button at the bottom, I was like, praise the Lord. I just didn't want to mess up, so I didn't say no. Good, because that's what we're about to do. I guess we'll just pray like this then, because I can't sit the phone down.